everybody, this is Weekday Gamer's official live stream, and today a few hours ago we did play Devil May Cry demo, so now we're going to be playing a new game which is called Hex Card Clash. If you're not familiar with this, it's a bit like Hearthstone. And I have not played Hex Card Clash. I'm not sure if I have or haven't. Okay, so here we go. The sun has just set over a small farming town of Westbury. You are Trevor Fenn, a knight of the Crimea Guard, sworn to protect citizens or whatever. Citizens. Looks like we've got another dull patrol this evening. Continue. As you begin your patrol around the outskirts of the town, you hear a rustling coming from the edge of the wilderness. Who's there? Show yourself. A what? Okay, 1 minute. A gargantuan maggot emerges from the edge of the woods and slithers towards the nearest farmhouse. Where did that thing come from? Stay back, slug. Begin battle. Okay, so here we go. Your champion details are located at the bottom of the screen. The opposing champion can be seen here. In order to defeat your opponent, you must reduce their health to 0 or less. Or less? Wait a minute, is there below 0? It says in order to defeat your opponent, you must reduce their health to 0 or less. What do you mean? Wait a minute, so there's a less than 0? Oh, come on! What is wrong with this? Wait a minute, so it's saying that you reduce your health to 0 or less. That just doesn't make any sense. If they just put reduce their health to 0, I would understand. But or less? Does that mean there's a less? You can use troop cards to damage your opponent and reduce their health. This Adamathian Elite and Dragon Guard are both troops that you can use in combat. The number in the bottom left corner of a troop card is its attack, which indicates how much damage this troop card deals in combat. So you can see with the little hammer that it's a troop card, the attack. Once per turn, you'll be given the opportunity to attack your opponent with any of the troops under your control. Let's attack the enemy now. Okay. Press X to assign the elite troop as an attacker. Once both of your troops are assigned, press triangle to confirm your attack. So so you can skip the thing. R1, alright. Troop cards become exhausted. Turn sideways when they attack. Well done for attacking your thing. The giant maggot slithers closer to you. As you prepare your attack, no harm will come of this village on my watch. Victory is sweet. Cool, we get new cards. Oh, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, wow. Continue. Reduce your opponent's health to 0 to win the game. Attack with troops to damage your opponent. Troops become exhausted when they attack. A troop's attack value determines how much combat damage is dealt. Your attack causes the maggot to recoil and fall limp. Disgusting. A piercing screech draws your attention upward. A giant winged bat-like creature swoops down and lands before you. A Duskwing. These corrupt beasts are the servants of the... what? Neurotic. The Duskwing screeches loudly. Stay back, you winged vermin. I will not let you claim a single host for your master. Okay, so another battle. Alright. So, okay. Yeah. Alright, oh, so you're battling the Duskwing. Okay, so... right, alright, so... champions can have different starting health totals. But your goal remains the same. Reduce your opponent's health to 0 before they do the same to you. You can accomplish this task by playing cards from your hands. You can get better view of the cards in your hand by highlighting them using the L button or the D-pad. Is it D-pad or is the joystick a D-pad? So you can... okay, so in order to play your troop cards, you will first need resources. A diamond shard is a type of a resource card. Select the diamond card in your hand and press X. Okay, so the diamond shard will give you 1 diamond threshold, which is needed to play diamond cards. There are 5 shard types in Hex Diamond. Diamond, Ruby, Sapphire, Blood, and Wild. Playing the Diamond Shard will also given you a rescue point. A resource point. Resource points are used to play the cost required to play cards. You can view your current resources and thresholds at the bottom of the screen. Got some really cool, I don't know if they're really cool cards, but your resources are displayed as the set of 2 numbers. For example, you currently have... shut up. Sorry, it's my phone acting up again. Alright, so where did we leave off then? Right, your resources are displayed as a set of 2 numbers. For example, you currently have 1. The number on the left is called temporary resource and indicates how many resources you still have available to spend this turn. The number on the right shows the total number of resource points you will replenish at the start of your next turn by playing shards. You increase the number of resource points you receive each turn. If you were to spend a resource point this turn, the indicator would display as 0, 1. To to show that you have spent your only resource for the turn. On your next turn, your resource would reset back to 1-1. Okay, so you may only play one resource card on each of your turn. You don't meet the requirements to play the other cards in your hand. Press triangle to end your turn. It is your opponent's turn. This indicates by highlights around their champion portrait. The Dusk Wing's hateful eye stares back at you. Your foul blood magic is no match for a member of the Crimea Guard. Okay, so he plays the Diamond Shard. Your opponent has just played Blood Shard resource and has ended their turn. Press triangle to advance your turn. Okay, all the start of your turn, draw a card from your deck. Continue. Okay, so play another Diamond Shard to collect a second resource point. Remember to play a resource card on each turn. Okay, so resource points. Okay, so I think I get why they do these games. Resource point, meaning I can play the bull, the rigid bull. Right, so, buffalo, not bull. Directly below the cost is the threshold requirement. So each time you use a typical resource point, so instead it adds up to the card that you've got to play in order. So the rigid buffalo requires 2 diamond thresholds to activate. Okay, so there we go. Okay, when a troop enters play, they are affected by troop trauma. This prevents them from attacking on the turn they are played. A bit like when you start the first game of Pokemon trading card game, the first player to initiate the first turn cannot attack on the start of the game. Okay, so it's your opponent's turn. You have spent all your resource points and your rigid buffalo cannot attack this turn. Press triangle to end your turn. Okay. So he's played another blood buffalo, a blood diamond. Okay, so does he have the requirements? Ooh, we get a ruby. That means we have enough shards to actually summon him. Okay. The baby Yeti cards in your hand have a resource cost of 1. So it's a bit like Pokemon, you know, certain energies to activate an attack. Okay, so we got 2. Good. Notice that resource counter has changed to show that you have used a resource point, but you still have 2 of your 3 total resource available this turn. The baby Yeti, so here we go. So you can hit, so yeah. Attack with all your troops. Why? It's not even telling me what to do. Yeah. Okay, so what cards do we get? Can we? Is that molten sluggard? So it's like certain things, like so the diamonds are a bit like energy, in a way. The Duskwing takes to the air, dripping purple blood to the ground in its wake. That was a neurotic scout, I'm sure of it. Okay, so the Bone Scrapper. You hear a rumbling behind you and you turn your attention towards the village. A bony hand pushes up from the dirt, followed by the rest of the sword-wielding skeletons. I was right. This is a full-scale invasion. Alright. So you need diamonds to actually activate something. Okay, so here we go. So we've got a lot of... Alright. So we end turn. Okay. You've got a blood diamond. Okay. The opponent has attacked you with their troop. Ready troops can be used as a defense to protect your health total. Let's go over how to use the troop to block. I did. Again, we have to press. One minute. Oh, I ain't got any money. Quite stubborn. on. I'll wait tomorrow. No. I'll go out for a bit. I could tell my dad. Alright, so... Okay, we'll just start it again. Okay, so sorry about that. I thought something. Okay, so after you've attacked, you are still able to play resource cards. Play a diamond shard from your hand. Okay, there we go. Jesus! The headphones are, you know, pulling at the air on my head. Right, that hurt, that did. Okay, so well done! Your opponent's only troop is exhausted, so they will be unable to block any of your attackers. You charge forward and unleash a fierce attack upon the skeleton invader. Back to the grave with you, horror. Victory! What did we get? Who did we get? Okay, we got the reroute? Is it retreat? Got Call of the Grave as well. As you approach the tombstones of the village cemetery, you spot a robbed necrotic kneeling beside a freshly exhausted corpse. The neurotic is preparing to place glittering white gems in the eye sockets of the body. Stop, fiend! I will not allow you to desecrate the fallen. I desecrate nothing. What you see buried to rot, we wish to awaken and give a true purpose. Enough! You will regret ever coming here. God, you have to, you know, because it sounds like, you know, like, you're putting it on. Well, I used to do a lot of acting when I was a kid, and also I did theatre work a bit. Okay, so we're gonna play, I don't know which one to play, so we've got that one, we've got that one, we've got, that one. You seem to be getting the hang of things, but another opponent stands before you. Start this game by playing a diamond shard and the phantom in your hand. The Sentry of the Gawain. Human warrior. So we're gonna play a shard. There we go, phantom. You have spent your only resource, So end your turn. Your Phantom has flight keyword troops. With flight can only be blocked by other troops with flight. Shit. They can soar over your opponent's blockers. Play another diamond shard. You have used all your resources, blah blah blah, and your turn. You could attack with the rigid buffalo, but the determined zombie is able to block it and survive. This would exhaust your troop with no gain. Attack with only the Phantom. Well done! End your turn. Your opponent is using their champion, charge power. They are sacrificing their Dust Stalker in order to enhance their determined zombie. Okay. Neither of your ready troops will be able to take down the improved determined zombie alone. However, your troops can work together if you assign them both as blockers. So determine, select your troops with X and then select the attacking troop with X. So it's saying, select your troops, which I have. I am, but it's not even letting me. Select blockers. Done it. Okay. Right. When multiple troops are assigned to block, they will deal their attack damage to the opposing troop. Your troops will deal 5 damage to the determined zombie. Okay, so we'll do that. Your opponent must choose which blocking creature to damage first. He will either deal all 3 of his attack damage to your rigid buffalo, or deal 2 damage to the Sentry of Gorin and carry over the remaining 1 to the buffalo. Okay. Ooh. good! You managed to take down the zombie, while only losing one of your blockers. Using multiple blockers can be very effective. But remember that your opponent can use this same tactic when they have troops ready on defense. Your opponent has played a vampire troop which has flight. They can now use this to block your phantom if you try to attack. Okay, why is it? Deal 3 damage to target your champion or troop. Gain a charge. Your opponent has played a troop with another keyword power. Steadfast. Troops with steadfast do not become exhausted when they attack. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Letting me. Ember Tears deal damage to your opponent when it entered play because of its deploy power. As long as it remains in play, it will deal 1 damage to your opponent at the start of each turn. It's usually best to play a resource every turn. attack of your opponent's troops. Do you see what happens when you mistake courage for foolishness? Knight, once you are awakened, you will understand the folly in all your chivalry. No, I won't give up. You haven't won yet. Okay, so 1 minute. That's stuck on the thing. The diamond's stuck on the thing. Have you drawn another action card? First blood, zoom in further. Examine it. Blood zoom? What's blood zoom? I think there's been a big first blood. Success! Now you awakened all your troops to defeat the enemy. Attack! So what do we get now? Returning to the village, you are met by a small band of armed Neotic marching along the road. The commander of the force orders the others to halt and step forward. Why are you doing this? These people did nothing wrong to warrant an attack. You cannot stop us, human. Save yourself and run. No one will miss a small hamlet of backwater farmers. I will not abandon my duty as the Crimean Guard. This town is under my protection. Okay, let's get this thing started, eh? Let's knock this guy out and put him back where he belongs, the grave. Okay. You won the coin flip. Oh. I didn't know there was a coin flip. It says if you choose to replace your hand, you will receive a new hand with one fewer card. I'm gonna keep the hand. I think because if you get... This is the final tutorial match. You will eventually be given a full control of your champion. In fewer turns, you will be deciding which cards to play, when to play an attack. These last few hints will cover more advanced mechanics to help you succeed. In order for a champion to use a power or a card, they must have priority. Only one champion may have priority at a time. So both you and your opponent will pass it back and forth. At the start of your turn, you will have priority when you play a card. Your opponent receives priority and can react using their own cards. When the opponent plays a card, you gain priority and can respond. When you select to continue through your turn, your opponent will gain receives priority. Again. And has the chance to respond. When both players priority... What? Oh. When both players pass priority, the game moves forward. Okay, let's... The phase tracker is now displayed on the left side of the screen. It lists the current phase and can be used to track the order of all phases in a turn. It also indicates which player currently has priority. You are now in the first main phase. So it's a bit like Yu-Gi-Oh! In a way, because they have like they have the first main phase, the battle phase, and then the I think there's 4 phases. There's the main phase, the battle phase, another main phase 2, and I think end of turn. During this phase, you can play your resources troops and basic actions. Play a diamond shard and the phantom before advancing. After the first main phase is the attacking phase. Because you have no troops that can attack this turn, due to troop trauma, the attack phase will be skipped. Okay. So you are now in second main phase. So yeah, it's a bit like Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and other kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games, most card games will do this, except for Pokemon. Pokemon doesn't go through, they'll only go through, well actually they might do, but they've never actually had that kind of thing. And I've played the card game before. You can choose to play resource, blah blah blah, yeah. You have used all of your available resources this turn, so continue and end your turn. So he's played a blood diamond. So he's played something. Okay! Play a ruby shard. Whenever a card is played, it does not immediately affect the game. Instead, it's put on the chain and walls to resolve. You can respond to an attack. You can respond an opposing card on the chain by playing quick cards or powers. Cards and powers played in response are then added to the end of the chain. Play quick attention. Play quick action. Now in response to the scorch on the chain, play bravery from your hand and target your phantom. We accept. When both champions have finished responding, the last card or effect on the chain resolves. This means that your bravery takes effect before the opponent's scorch. Excellent. Bravery has increased your phantom's defense to 2, allowing it to survive with 1 damage from scorch. As you can see, responding your opponent's cards on the chain is another powerful advantage to play quick actions. Activate powers can have a variety of costs to activate. Chimera Guard Officer's cost power is 1 resource point, and you will exhaust your Chimera Guard Officer as a part of the cost. Each time you use this power, you will gain 1 health. Troops with troop trauma cannot be exhausted to pay costs, so you will have to wait until your next turn to activate it. On future turns, you can highlight the card and press X button to activate its power. There is always something new to learn or discover in Hex, so mastering the game can take some practice. However, you already know the basics and have the tools necessary to succeed in this battle and beyond. Lay down your sword, human, and I shall end your pain swiftly. Never! Eight. Destroy target's troop with 4 or more. We got this. Don't worry, you guys. We got this. after the first card when it's put down, you cannot attack on the first turn of that card being put down. There we have it! Victory is sweet again. The Neurotic commander topples to the ground, and his company begins to advance upon you. The sky suddenly turns a piercing black blue. Huh? You and the Neoptic look up. A streak of blue passes overhead, dappling the sky in a shimmering indigo. In a moment it passes over the eastern horizon and out of sight. What was that? The Neoptic appeared to be surprised and puzzled as you are. They hesitate for a moment, then turn away from the village and head off in the direction of the blue light, leaving you alone and confused. I must inform the commanders at Ren's Citadel. They will know what to do. You exhale loudly, feeling satisfied with having protected the village from the Neurotic. The sight of the strange astral light fills your thoughts, a potential omen of things to come. The people here are safe for now, but this attack seems like it was just the beginning. So we got a trophy, so that was the new beginnings. So in a way, it's a bit like Hearthstone. Wow, the music is wonderful. View rules. In siege attacks, you will choose a deck to play against other players. Siege defense. If you defeat all the defender's deck in a single siege attempt, you will claim their entire bounty as a reward. You will also claim any siege sacks that the defense has occurred. When you enter a siege attack, you can search a list of available defenders to attack. When you select an attack, you must pay a fee to equal a percentage of 40% of that defense current bounty. You then select a standard legal deck to use in the siege attack. Initiating the attack will remove the defender from the available siege defense list, as only one player may be attacking a defense at a time. You will then be taken to the siege assault screen, where you will battle against 3 deck gauntlets set up by the defender. You will then face each deck defending decks. The defender's decks may contain cards from any set between each game, but you must complete the entire assault in a single successfully, and the defender will retain their bounty. Defeating all 3 decks will claim the defender's entire bounty as your reward, and will award siege sacks to both you and the defender. Yeah. Dueling pit. Okay, here we go. Alright. 1 minute. I'm gonna keep hand. Oh, it's her turn. Sorry. Strange because okay. Not going really well, is it? I think I should have actually took 3. Alright, why is it not letting me do anything then? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, it's not even letting me do it. Oh, for fuck's sake. They weren't giving me the right cards, and okay, so that's going to be our new episode, the Hex Card Clash, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed the video. There will be more videos coming out in the near future, you know, for PS4, for iOS and Android, and I hope to see you guys maybe tomorrow or some other time, or maybe tonight, really, I'm not sure. But if you really like this YouTube channel, push that like button, well, the subscribe button, or whatever you call it. Hit the notification bell to get notifications when new videos gets published. And there will be more gaming videos in the future, and I hope you guys the best weekend ever. Okay, bye-bye.